All right, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Black Bruce Lee. So I'm coming with you with a video today. It's gonna be a recap of the first night of NBA playoff basketball for 2025. Now I already know what's on everybody's mind, man. The Lakers, they're looking crazy, but Lakers fans don't freak out yet. You know what Unc said: OKC, KFC, UFC, Lakers in five. But we'll see. Let's get right into it, y'all. All right. All right, so before we get to the Lakers, we're going to go ahead and first cover the Knicks versus the Pistons games. Now, this is one of the series that I'm not really watching too closely because there's only so many hours I got in a day and there's so many games going on. Now, later on in the playoffs, I'm going to be watching everything. But the Knicks took this one, and I am predicting the Knicks to beat the Pistons in Game 5 or so. Maybe it might drag to 6, but I am picking the Knicks for this series. Now, the game went typically as you think, man. There was a quick little injury scare there, but he put on his cape and he came right back, man. Should be a good series. All right, now for the second game of the night, the Nuggets beat the Clippers, and they beat them in overtime. Now, the thing about this series is I do see this one going 7 games. Now, if you notice, this game, Jokic did not have his best performance. And when Jokic is not having his best performance and the Nuggets still win, that's a scary proposition for any team because Harden came to play. All right, because Harden came to play and Kawhi Leonard came to play. But still, in overtime, they lost, and it was due to one person. And it's the man who's the biggest given gift and the quickest to take it away. That, you know who I'm talking about. Every coach's nightmare and greatest hope, Russell Westbrook. I don't even know how it's like to coach this guy because he'll be your best player the 1 minute, and the next minute he's going to be doing some stupid shit like turning the ball over 6 times in the game or 7 times in the game, not getting his shot off when he's got like seconds to work with in regulation. Just get the shot off, boy. Just get the shot off. But he made it up for it. So in overtime, Westbrook locked back in. He got his shots up. He was huge rebounding. There was moments in the game where it was him and 3 other Clippers in the paint, and he would get the ball over them, man. That's invaluable. Those are the things you don't see that pops out to you on a stat sheet, but those are the things that make a game. Those are the players that win championships. And Westbrook hasn't won a championship yet. Maybe this year might just be his year. All right, moving on to the next game. So the Pacers beat the Bucks. Now, if Damian Lillard doesn't get back healthy and doesn't get back into the series, I see this being a clean sweep, like not even competitive. I don't think Giannis could do it by himself. I don't think the Bucks have enough pieces, given that how much they took away from the team to get Lillard in there. I don't think I got enough pieces to make it competitive against a team stacked with players like Halliburton and a bunch of young players who were willing to go ahead in a dogfight and pull that thing out of there. They're not going to make it past 5 if Lillard doesn't come back. Now, if Lillard does come back and he comes back soon and he comes back healthy, then we could see a series. Then we could see like a toss-up between the two. But without Lillard, the Bucks have absolutely no chance in this. All right, now for the game that everybody was really tuning in for, man. Lakers at home versus the Timberwolves. And am I the only one who saw this coming? Am I the only one who saw the Timberwolves storming in there and blowing these guys out? Now, I'm not going to say it's a sweep. God forbid it's a sweep, because the way the Lakers fans and LA have been talking, man, it's going to be a nightmare. It's going to be a nightmare if they get swept. And I just don't see LeBron getting swept at this stage of his career. He's going to get to the line. He's going to do some shenanigans to get at least a W in there. But Anthony Edwards came to play. And the big thing in this series, if Austin Rivers doesn't get going, it's wraps. It's wraps. If Austin Rivers cannot give you at least 20 buckets against the Timberwolves, the Lakers have no chance. Now, One thing I will say is that Luka'd Lakers did come to play, and it's kind of crazy if Luka is actually pulling up and giving you buckets, and he was actually trying on defense, but he's not the greatest defensive player. But if Luka's there and Luka's being Luka, you'd expect the game to be a bit more competitive. Now, LeBron's stat lines do not look too bad, but from what I saw just starting off the first quarter, LeBron was not in playoff mode. It's hard to tell right now if it's age or if he just wasn't in the right headspace, if he just wasn't ready to get it going. But what it looked like to me is that LeBron is slowly starting to feel 40. He might be the greatest 40-year-old player in history, but he's still a 40-year-old player. Father Time is undefeated. We know this. And another thing is Naz Reid. Naz Reid. If Naz Reid plays like that, the Timberwolves are actually going to the finals. I don't know if they're going to win it, but if Naz Reid could keep playing like that for the entire series and then do it next series and then do it the other one, he's going. The Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards, Naz Reid are going to the finals. And then how can you expect to win if you're on defense? Now, what was his name? Nico Harrison came out and said, after he traded Luka, came out and said that defense wins championships. Now, that's petty. That's hating. But it's also true. If you saw the Lakers versus the Timberwolves yesterday, you know that's true. Because the Lakers on offense, they weren't too bad. Luka was getting his shots up. LeBron didn't have a good game. Austin Reeves went missing. He was MIA. He was Miami. He was doing something else. But what I'm saying is, if Luka shows up and they still get blowed up like that, what was missing? Defense. They couldn't stop a three. They couldn't stop the paint. And they couldn't get rebounds. If that continues, it's wraps. If Naz Reeves drops 23 on them, it's wraps. He's a six-man. He's a six-man of the year, but you can't have the six-man being like dominating you like that. He had more than Anthony Edwards, for crying out loud. And another big part of why the Lakers lost is the bench. The bench did not show up. If you saw Timberwolves' bench, it wasn't even the stars giving it to you. Yeah, Naz Reid could be considered a star. Jaden McDaniels is a very good starter, but it was the bench doing it to you. They outscored them 43-13. That's just ridiculous. If your bench is getting outscored that much, you got no chance. I don't care how good your starters are playing. And yeah, so Unc at Club Shay Shay, I do want to see his response to this because it went viral. KFC, UFC, OKC, Lakers in 5. That's what he says. Now, it's looking like it might just be the Timberwolves in 4. So, I'm going to stay tuned. You guys stay tuned as well. This is just game 1. Let's not lose our heads about it yet. We've seen LeBron come back from crazy situations. So, there's still a chance that the Lakers are going to pull this out. Now, matter of fact, it's more than a chance. I don't think they're going out on a sweep. But if they do, it's going to be havoc. It's been your boy Black Bruce Lee. I'll be back with another video as soon as these set of games are done. And I'll see you guys tomorrow.